Taigei is His Majesty's new submarine from Japan. As an island nation, Japan needs a powerful navy to ensure its security. This is especially true because of its unfriendly neighbors, North Korea, Russia, and China, located nearby. The modern world requires a strong navy, and the submarine fleet plays an important role in strategic planning. Japan's elite understands this and is committed to building a powerful submarine fleet to ensure national security. Background information on the new Project 29cc Taigei submarine, which was commissioned into the Navy on March 9, 2022, indicates an important step in the development of the Japanese submarine fleet. This diesel-electric boat represents a new type and is the first of its series. In this video, we will reveal more details about this boat and try to understand what path the Japanese submarine fleet may take in the future. Japan has no nuclear submarines, but, together with the Taigei, its fleet includes 22 multifunctional non-nuclear submarines that meet modern standards. These boats include Oyashio and Soryu models. The oldest among them, the Oyashio lead ship with identification number SS-590, was commissioned on March 16, 1998. Although it may seem to have some age, compared to its Russian and American counterparts, it is relatively new. For example, the U.S. nuclear-powered strategist, USS Ohio, with the identification number SSGN-726, was commissioned in 1981 and is currently on active duty. In general, according to experts, Japanese submarines are among the most technologically advanced and threatening to a potential enemy. It is important to note that the Japanese naval force is not resting on its laurels and continues to increase its submarine capabilities. What is the Taigei submarine that pioneered the new line? It is the flagship of the 29SS project, which will replace obsolete submarines in the future. The new design combines advanced technological systems with concepts that were previously considered outdated. You must admit that this is of some interest. What exactly does it mean when it comes to reviving old concepts? It concerns the key component for any ship, the engine. The previous project embodied in the Soryu boats, which means Blue Dragon in Japanese, used an anaerobic Stirling engine, which is a form of external combustion. It is important to note that in this type of engine, the working medium in the cylinder does not act as a fuel, but instead receives heat from the outside. This causes the medium to expand and repel the cylinder piston. It is worth noting that oxygen is not required to provide external heat. Other chemical reactions can also be used without the need for oxygen. The anaerobic Stirling engine gives the submarine more flexibility in operation compared to the diesel-electric scheme. However, this type of engine has an important disadvantage: a higher noise level. Since a low acoustic profile is important for modern submarines, as well as for fifth-generation fighters, the Japanese side returned to the diesel-electric scheme. In this scheme, the diesel engine provides the drive in the surface position, while underwater movement is provided by an electric motor powered by batteries. But unlike previous diesel-electric submarine projects, the Taigei uses lithium-ion batteries, which are far superior in all respects to traditional lead-acid batteries. However, these selected batteries have their limitations. First, they are expensive. In addition, they generate heat during charging and discharging, and in unfavorable conditions, they can emit toxic fumes or even catch fire. All this places specific requirements on the equipment of battery compartments, which determine the survival and stability of the ship, as well as the safety of its crew. Before the development of the 29SS Taigei project, in 2015 and 2017, Japanese engineers created two redesigned Soryu submarines with non-nuclear propulsion, abandoning Stirling engines in favor of lithium-ion batteries. The test results confirmed the correctness of the chosen solutions. The appearance and layout of the new Taigei submarine are similar to the two previous Soryu diesel-electric submarines, but with a larger displacement. The new boat is 84 meters or 275 feet long and 9.1 meters or 29 feet wide. The topside displacement is 3,000 tons, while the underwater displacement should exceed 4.3 thousand tons. The hull of the boat has a slender streamlined shape that differs from the Soyuz. The upper part is equipped with a modified wheelhouse with horizontal rudders. The aft planes are made in an X-shaped configuration. The main means of movement is a single propeller. It is interesting that when the concept of the Taigei series boats was being discussed, the possibility of using a water cannon propulsion system as a less noisy option compared to a propeller was considered. However, obviously in the end, preference was given to classical solutions. To implement the 29SS project, new electronic means for intelligence and communications were developed. In addition, a new generation hydroacoustic station based on optical fiber arrays was created. This equipment will significantly improve the ability to detect and track underwater objects. A new combat information management system was developed using existing developments and components. To further reduce acoustic noise, along with the abandonment of Stirling engines, a new sound-absorbing coating and materials were introduced that will significantly reduce the submarine's echo. The new submarines are armed with 4 533mm bow torpedoes. These submarines will be able to use various types of torpedoes, including modern models. The torpedo tubes are also designed to launch U.S. Harpoon anti-ship cruise missiles with a range of 140 miles or 225 kilometers. Some other features also include a torpedo countermeasure system that repels enemy attacks by throwing decoys. The ship's crew consists of 70 people. Comfortable living and service conditions are provided on board. Due to the high level of automation, work tasks can be significantly reduced. Particular attention should be paid to the fact that the design of the submarine takes into account the specific needs of female submariners. This feature of the 29SS project is especially important as this year, for the first time, the Submarine Academy has started enrolling female cadets. The first submarine of the 29cc project, designated Taigei, was laid down in March 2018, launched on October 14, 2020, and commissioned on March 9, 2022. The Japanese have successfully completed the construction of a new submarine in this project in 4 years, which is a fairly short period. For example, the French spent more than 8 years building the latest non-nuclear Scorpene submarine for India. It was laid down in December 2012 and handed over to the Indians in February 2021. It is also important to note that the Scorpene weighs 2,000 tons, which is significantly less than the Taigei with its 4,200 tons of displacement. The new Japanese submarine is a significant cost, estimated at around $710 million. This is the result of the installation of expensive lithium-ion batteries and new electronics. By comparison, mass-produced Soryu submarines cost less, about $490 million, and their diesel-electric version costs $608 million. In January 2019, the second submarine, the Hakugai, was laid down at the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries plant and launched in October 2021. It is scheduled to be delivered to the Navy in 2023. The third submarine of the same type, named Taigei, which translates to fast whale, was laid down in April 2020 and launched in October 2022. Its transfer to the Japanese Navy is scheduled for March 2024. Thus, we can see that the Japanese plan to equip new submarines at regular intervals of 4 years. It is not yet known what the construction schedule for the next 4 ships will be. It can be assumed that shipbuilders and the military intend to establish a high rate of construction with annual delivery of finished vessels. In this case, the 7th planned submarine could be ready to enter service in 2027. In our videos, we emphasize that the world's leading powers are actively developing new weapons, planning to put them into service between 2030 and 2035. This applies not only to the new U.S. Gerald Ford aircraft carriers and the 6th generation fighter program, but also to many other systems. The situation in Japan shows that this country is also not lagging behind, as evidenced by the construction of the Taigei series of boats. The 29SS submarine construction process and the strategic plans of the Japanese Naval Command are of considerable interest, especially in the context of the current strategies of other states. It is argued that the traditional diesel-electric scheme has become obsolete for non-nuclear submarine fleets and that new systems are needed. Japan played a leading role in developing and applying air-independent power plant technology as one of the first countries. This idea was then implemented in France, Sweden, Germany, and China, and now Japan is becoming the first to abandon this approach. This may indicate a possible impact of Japanese achievements on global submarine construction. This dynamic could also lead to other countries resuming the use of diesel-electric propulsion systems. To conclude our video, we will share with you the latest exciting details related to Taigei. Let us reveal the true meaning of this word. In Japanese, Taigei means great whale. In general, the entire series of submarines in this project, which will include 7 units, will be named after large marine creatures. The second boat, Hakugai, will be named white whale, and the third, Taigei, will be called fast whale. The name of the 29SS project also has its distinctive symbolism. The number 29 is associated with the reign of Emperor Akihito and reflects the year 2017, when the decision was made to begin construction of these non-nuclear powered multi-purpose submarines. The abbreviation SS refers to this type of submarine in the international context. This may be all. If you enjoyed the information about Japan's new submarines, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It will be the best reward for us. Also, don't miss the opportunity to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with new interesting videos about new types of weapons.